This video is in completion of an assignment in Counseling 5595 at the University of North Texas, Dallas in the summer of 2015, Project 2, concerning the work of Gottman and Silver in 1999, their book, The 7 Principles for Making Marriage Work. Going over each of the principles just quickly, Principle 1, enhance your love maps. This has to do with each partner in a marriage being aware, knowledgeable of all the relevant information of their partner's life. Just to know them that well, past, present, and therefore becoming and staying deeply connected. Principle 2 has to do with nurturing your fondness and admiration of each other. Really appreciating each other genuinely and personally, focusing on the past and present joys and strengths of the relationship. Principle 3 is to turn toward each other instead of away. And that is in conversation, particularly in problem solving, in difficult issues, staying connected. Not turning away from each other, but intentionally turning toward each other. Making repair attempts when the conversation starts to go badly. When one person starts to feel alienated or wanting to change the subject or just leave. And staying emotionally engaged, therefore, by intentionally turning toward each other, particularly in problem solving or an issue-oriented conversation. Principle 4, let your partner influence you, particularly relevant for men who have a harder time allowing spouse to influence their decision making and their priorities and so forth. Acknowledge the wife's feelings. Negotiate decisions together. And when her influence is obviously most appropriate, to go with that, to let your partner influence you. Principle 5 has to do with solving your solvable problems. The Gottman's research revealed that about 2/3 of issues in a marriage are not solvable. And about 1/3 are. I find this an extremely liberating fact. People don't have to assume that the marriage has to be perfect, that all issues have to be solved and have a solution. 1/3 of the issues are solvable. For those that are not solvable, we soften our approach to each other. We make and receive repair attempts. We soothe ourselves in conversation, and we try to soothe each other. We compromise, and we're tolerant of each other's faults. All of these make dealing with the unsolvable issues much more friendly, caring. Principle 6 is overcoming gridlock. Gridlock has to do with the unsolvable problems. And oftentimes are examples of symbolic conflict. That the issue that keeps coming up over and over again is not really the issue, but that is symbolic of perhaps hidden dreams that aren't being appreciated or acknowledged. And so overcoming gridlock concerning that which is underneath, underneath the tip of the iceberg, can be found out, can be shared, and perhaps addressed, perhaps lived in the marriage. Principle 7, creating shared meaning. All of this culminates in a pair of individuals really becoming a couple together. all of this culminates in all of the individuals that live in one home becoming a family together, becoming a unit together, creating an inner life together. So in the case of Pam and Lewis, how do these apply? I see most important two of the principles. Principle 5, solve the solvable problems. I think it would be liberating to Pam and Lewis to know that 2/3 of their difficulties with each other are not solvable. And then to learn skills to effectively address the approximately third that are solvable. Principle 5, key, and the other key principle is 6, overcoming gridlock. Addressing those things that are symbolic of conflict over hidden dreams and important facets of life that just are not ever surfaced and need to be surfaced. Beginning with Principle 5, I think the works they'll be supported very well by work in Principle 1, enhancing your love maps, particularly the love map questionnaire. Be very revealing for this couple and inspiring, hopefully create some initiative to know each other much better than they do. And also in Principle 2, nurturing fondness and admiration. For instance, the I appreciate exercise, and where they can focus on positives, past and present, in order to get beyond some of the impasse that they're living. In Principle 6, in the effort to overcome gridlock, to discover and perhaps address hidden dreams, that would be well supported by work in Principle 3 of turning toward each other. For instance, building up the emotional bank account, those suggestions on page 84, 85, and 86 of the book would be hopefully a good incentive for Pam and Lewis in the things that they're trying to accomplish. And also, this work could be well supported by working in Principle 4, letting your partners influence each other. In that, considering the challenges of accepting influence questionnaire. The vignette indicates that Pam and Lewis's marriage is precarious. It is careening toward disaster. Yet, they continue in counseling, and therefore there is great reason to hope that they could find success. If they succeed through the above approaches, they will discover the meaning of Principle 7, that shared meanings create shared meaning together, in becoming a brand new couple, really, and in their family of 4, really becoming a family in the best sense of the word. Thank you.